YouTube, Tom from Panzer Performance again. My dudes have been crushing it on this GTR. Belongs to a good buddy of mine named Henry. Now Henry's real smart. He likes going to racetracks and doing track day stuff. He bought this car from Japan, from Auto Gallery Yokohama. They're a tuning shop, and this car used to be white. It was originally built, I want to say, in the early 2000s. It has everything HKS has ever made put on it, and it really ran great. We've taken it to Sebring a bunch. This thing has been Japanese reliable. So we had some issues. It has an old HKS piggyback system on it, and nobody tunes that over here. It was getting hard to get Nissan or HKS specific stuff for it. So Henry wanted to modernize the whole car with the haltech setup. That's what we've done. It's taken a little longer than I want it to, and it kind of spiraled like most projects do. So first thing you'll notice is it's lowered, right? Obviously, it's on new silver suspension. We worked with them for what this car does, which is mainly track days, cars and coffee, that kind of stuff. So it's not as stiff as I would run it if it was like a full-blown time attack car, but it rides real nice. It's got a KW hydro lift for the nose, so they can get in the parking lots and stuff like that without killing the splitter. We've done a full kind of rewire of the car chassis back, right? So the whole chassis is all rewired. We've loomed it all. Full radium fuel system upgrade. This is housing two Walboro 450s. Goes all the way to the front. If you look up here, we have ETS's race Ateza controller for the four-wheel drive system, which we're pretty sure never worked, because the whole time we've taken care of this car, this fluid level has never changed, and now it's low after testing it. So I'll top that off today. And I mean, the car is sick. So right-hand drive, obviously. We had the door panels redone because they were sagging. It's now got remote power locks, power windows all work, everything like that. Rebuilt the center console for the CAN keypad and the Japanese radio, which doesn't work in the United States, but it has the Godzilla soundtrack, which is pretty sweet, and that works, and the system actually bangs. The 5-speed in it, I think, is modified. I know it's got a twin disc clutch. We've actually never had the motor open because it's been solid. So Mako Motorsports and haltech dash, and like I said, it's completely rewired. It's on a Nexus R5, so that pretty much controls everything in the car. Headlights, all four-wheel drive, nose lift, all of it, and it's pretty dang sweet. We've worked on a lot of GTRs kind of randomly, right, because we're a European performance shop, but we kind of know what we're doing. So let me show you the engine. So there she is in all her glory. Now, like I said, full track car, there's some stuff I do different. I would probably shroud this in. I'd probably get rid of this fan and run two big spa electrics. But to be honest, this thing on the racetrack is actually really runs cool, never even gets hot oil, never gets really high coolant temperatures. So this motor ran like a top, fully built RB26, HKS twins, obviously HKS boost piping and manifold and all that stuff. So when it came to us, typical Japanese tune, real fat, unboost. It would kill spark plugs if it had any kind of unhappiness with coolant temp or if it was real cold. So went to the haltech, so it's on all haltech sensors. My buddies over at PRP hooked us up with their race trigger setup, because if you know anything about RB26s, once you go off the factory ECU, you have to convert to something like this because the Nissan trigger is kind of convoluted. A lot of stuff in Nissan wiring from back in the day is convoluted. When you take the whole chassis harness out, you don't realize that every single thing in the car has a relay or a module, and this car was built in like 1991. So the power windows have two relays, one for up, one for down. The power door locks have relays, power up and power down. The antenna has a power relay for up and down. I mean, it had a ton of relays in it. But the motor, pretty much untouched, good compression. It's got all the haltech, it's got R35 GTR coils in it. It's got the radium fuel rail setup, ID 1050 Exis, pretty much everything PRP made, coolant hose wise. And, obviously we serviced the timing belt, resealed the valve covers, kind of took care of a couple oil leaks it had. Radium catch can, radium fittings in the valve cover up there. And it runs friggin' sweet, man. So I'll put some dyno videos up. It's set up for flex fuel. Pump gas makes about 435, and then we're hoping to make, we might not have enough fuel to go to 600, but we're having enough fuel to go to about 5 on ethanol. So here's some dyno videos. Pretty cool. This thing will probably be at the Motor Enclave Cars and Coffee coming up next month. I'll put the date in the comments. Go check it out. But yeah, man, Henry's GTR is pretty sweet. YouTube, Tom from the future here, kind of informing you about the GTR here. Dyno, long days at the Dyno, RV26, Nissan in general, ITB motor. So you do everything from 0 to 40% or 50% out of boost with throttle position sensor tuning, right? Then after that, then you tune based on the map. So it took a while. Harry, my dude, he's a 1% change at a time guy, but it makes it perfect at the end. So we got done with it. We ran out of fuel pump on ethanol at like 500 horsepower, 510. So we ended up putting a second pump in there. So now we have 2 Walbro 450s in the lift and 1 in the surge, or whatever the combination is. 2 pumps at the top, basically. The thing makes the horsepower. That motor runs like a top. We were revving it to like 8,200, and we decided to turn on a 78. Real aggressive boost control. I'll put the dyno chart in right here. Real aggressive boost control got us a bunch of torque back. That's the beauty of that like haltech system and their kind of strategy we can do it on. We ended up making 550-ish on the dyno. When we went and drove it on the street, it is an animal. We gave them a button on the dashboard that's like basically wastegate pressure, which is in that almost 500 horsepower number, and then the button makes it like almost 100 horsepower or more. And now with the 4-wheel drive working, you'll see in the next video, it is wild to drive on the big boost setting. Wild, but super cool. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is just projects in the shop. This is the number 2 one. It's a bright, super bright, sunny Florida day. See behind me, the big rig. It's also 82. It's getting real nice in Florida. So today's the day. Going back to the Rogers. So check it out.